I'm sitting here with Dr. Vincent D'Amico, and we're in his office. Just wanted to ask you a little bit about your practice, what you do here.
Well, thanks, Harry. It's always a pleasure to get together with you. I'm a clinical psychologist. I have a doctorate in integrative medicine, and I'm a certified nutritional consultant. I work mostly with kids and try to help them to realize their potential without medications. A lot of people bring their kids to me who have been on several different medications and not getting the results that they would like, and kids complain of symptoms. So, I help with biofeedback, neurofeedback, brainwave training, diet and nutrition, amino acids, essential fatty acids, things that the body needs in order to function properly. So a lot of the issues, Harry, are related to poor digestion and absorption. We do know that there are toxicities among us in the water, in the air, in the food. It's just getting more and more difficult to be able to live a pure life eating, God's food. And, God gave us the plants for our healing. And so I use a lot of herbs in the practice as well to help rebalance the energies, to help improve the digestion, absorption, and elimination. A lot of the kids today, are constipated. And parents don't even know it because they don't talk to them about it.
Right.
So, if you're going to the bathroom once a week, it's going to be hard to concentrate in school. So there are certain natural herbs to help that process of elimination. And why is that important? Well, what would it be like if you didn't take your garbage out for a week? Things start to smell. Things start to putrefy. So, we're seeing a lot of kids today that are affected by many toxins that are prevalent in our environment, and often misunderstood by schools and parents. And really, if I had to sum up what I do, it's really offer encouragement. The good Lord's blessed me. I do look to Jesus Christ as my role model. He's blessed me with the knowledge and wherewithal to be able to help people, and I share that information. And I see people from all walks of life. I see a lot of Jewish people, Christians. I've seen Muslims in my practice, and we're all God's children, and we're here to help one another. And that's the philosophy within which I work. And other things, other modalities in terms of treatments. I use electroacupuncture with a TENS type unit. I use essential oils in my practice in terms of rubbing them on the different acupuncture points, as well as low-level laser therapy. Not likely you're going to get a child to sit for acupuncture in terms of putting needles in, and they're more amenable to having some essential oils rubbed on certain points that help calm their nervous system. Basically what we're seeing today is we're seeing people that are either in overdrive, sympathetic overdrive, or they're just bottoming out and they have no energy at all. So you got wired or tired. And with a lot of the kids that come to my practice, they're more of the wired type. A lot of the adults I see, they're tired. So, it's helping the kids to be able to calm themselves down to the point where they can learn and learn effectively. And, a lot of the adults that I work with, want to improve their energy level, or there's a lot of sleep disturbance. There's a lot of people walking around sleep deprived, so I work with those as well. And that's basically it. I know that there's one or two other things that I do.
What about you mentioned you have a summer program.
Oh, that's right. I do, in the month of July, I do the Discovery Summer Program, which next year will be the 10th year. We just completed our 9th year. It's a small program with kids who have a lot of attentional issues. You would say ADHD, on the autistic spectrum, not autism, but more Asperger's type kids that don't have the social skills. And it's a small group. We had 7 kids this year. And we do things like cooperative group activities, biofeedback, neurofeedback, the things that I just mentioned to you, diet and nutrition. There's a strong emphasis on eating organic, and I can't say we're 100% organic, but we're pretty close. I really pride myself in offering good foods, and we provide all the food for the kids, and they're kids that don't usually eat that much have a voracious appetite because they're actually eating real, home-cooked foods, not processed foods. I run the program with my wife, who is she teaches foods and nutrition and has a special ed background, and my daughter, who also is getting a dual certification. She's working on her master's in special ed and works with special ed kids in the school district, kids that are disabled and have Fragile X syndrome and things of that nature. So, we have people that understand what the kids need, and we really take a grassroots approach in terms of, hey, look, we live in a toxic world, so our foods can be used as medicine. It was Hippocrates that said that let thy food be thy medicine, thy medicine thy food, and it's even in Scripture, in the Bible, and I'm not a biblical scholar, so I can't cite where, but there are, you've heard of Ezekiel bread. There's a recipe for different types of foods in the Bible that are real foods, lentils,
Right.
Certain types of cheeses, certain honey, for example. Honey is very medicinal. You can leave honey around for generations. You'll never see mold grow on it. It's one of the best antibacterials on the planet. You could put it on wounds, and it'll prevent infection.
Wow.
So there is a lot of wisdom that we have been prevented from knowing for whatever reasons. We can't get into that right now, but just enough said that we have not been given the whole truth. Gary Null is a fantastic investigative reporter, and he's had the courage to delve into some of these things in more detail, and I would refer you to his website if you wanted to get into the whys and wherefores of why we're not given the whole truth. But, basically everything that's on this planet is here for a purpose that grows naturally. And, when you look at a plant, it gives you life. By looking at it, by breathing in the oxygen that it gives, it's a harmonious relationship that, we give carbon dioxide as we exhale, and they take in carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. And that's the way I think God intended it to be, harmonious. Yet man messes things up in his infinite wisdom.
Right.
But, the summer program is certainly a passion, and have seen kids. Some of the kids have been there the entire time.
Wow.
For 9 years, and I've seen them grow and develop over the years. And these were kids that the school systems were writing off and wanting to just over-medicate them, and most of them are not on medications.
Right.
There are a couple that are, but most of them are not.
Right.
And have been able to do it with a more natural approach. Just understand, the medications are blockers of disease processes. It doesn't particularly heal. Now, that doesn't mean that medications cannot save lives. They can. They can save lives. You can give an antibiotic and save someone's life. If there's some inflammation of the optic nerve, you can give a steroid and you can save that person's sight, because that prevents inflammation. However, in terms of medications for attention and concentration or anxiety, they're blockers. They're blockers of reuptake of a neurotransmitter. So you're not creating more neurotransmitters. The neurotransmitters are how the brain communicates. So you block reuptake of a neurotransmitter. So what does that do? That means the neurotransmitter stays at the synaptic level longer. Oh, it sounds great. You're tricking the brain into thinking there's more. And it may sound great, but there's a downside. When you leave the neurotransmitter at the synaptic level, it renders it vulnerable to enzymes whose function is to break it down. Either co-methyltransferase or monoamine oxidase, depending on what neurotransmitter we're talking about. So basically, in the long run, you're in a worse position than when you started. That's why there's a dance. Medication, increased dose, increased dose, increased dose. Doesn't work anymore, change medication. And that's the dance that most of the parents that I see have gone through.
Wow. So a lot of this is education.
It is education.
Yeah.
Education is empowerment.
Right.
Absolutely, positively. So we know how the brain synthesizes neurotransmitters, whether it's dopamine or serotonin. So why not give a vitamin C? Why not give magnesium? Why not give 5-HTP or tyrosine or theanine, depending on what we're trying to modulate, or GABA? Why not give amino acids along with vitamins and minerals?
Wow.
Gee, what an idea that would be, just to give natural substances to help remedy what went wrong, regain balance, and then maintain that with good, healthy, green leafy vegetables.
Wow.
You know, where you get most of your minerals from, right? And you combine that with nice, healthy proteins, and, you know, eat outside of the box. Eat what's fresh.
Wow. Well, I definitely learned a lot. And
Wow.
I would want to also find out how people would get in contact with you if they want more information.
Oh, if they want more information, they could either go to the website www.familystressreduction.com, or they could call my office at 845-353-2229. Those would be the best ways to get a hold of me.
Great. Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Harry. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Okay.
God bless you.
We'll see you soon.
All
Take
right.
care.
Take care.